Happy brunch day. I don't know if the Brunchot thing is working for me. You guys tell me in the comments if it's working for you. I do like doing the Sunday morning. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you got up and got your tea or your coffee. Oh, that's a fresh cup of tea. That is delicious. So I hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. Things are cool. You can see I'm transforming. I am moving forward into persona and destiny here. So I see Tarot Destinies here. Speaking of destiny, hello, darling. Hello, Deborah. Deborah, how are things down there? How are things down there? Sharon, good morning. Sari, good morning. I am not topless, by the way. I do have a dress on. I'm realizing I'm so short. It looks like I'm topless. I'm not topless. Oh, okay, guys. Serendipity is asking for prayers for a friend. So let's get in there. Some magic and prayers up. There we go. Guys can put flowers, you can put prayer hands, whatever you want. So Sunday brunch, we're going to do a few things here. We are going to kick it off with celebrity stuff. We all know what's going on with Brittany and Sam. So we're going to kick it off with some celebrity stuff with them. And then we'll do some readings for you guys. And we will do some Ask the Psychic if you want to do that too. So, but through this whole session, we are going to, and I'm not sure if I can pin this. Let me do something here. Let me go over to my channel. You're going to hear two. Just have to mute myself on the other channel. So I am going to pin the comment. Okay. Pinned the comment up top. And I am going to do something else. I'm going to put my Calendly link in here. I had somebody tell me they couldn't find my Calendly link in in the description of the video. So I'm going to put it down in the comments. But I have Serendipities. I pinned that, but Serendipity prayers for a friend are much more important. So we're going to do that. We're going to keep that pinned up at the top for today. So I want to talk a little bit about my glowing look here today. So we are going, Shelly and I, we had a meeting on Friday, and we're going to be promoting more of the Charming Homes features on, we're going to do it like once or twice a week. We'll do a production video for you. It's not like we're going to replace this. So one of the things that I do is I do a, complete overhaul every Sunday, and it is part of my self-care. And the weeks that we have the full moon or the new moon, I'll do a full body scrub, I'll do face scrub, I'll do a resurfacing mask, all of that stuff. And part of the reason that I do that is because this week I had a lot of readings. I did a lot of readings this week. And so I was picking up a lot of energy from other people. I don't know if you guys caught last week, I jumped on the Hutches, the Fitness Hutch, and Mel had an open panel. People could come on, and I jumped in because it was super fun and I love them. And Rick Paul, the super psychic from England, that I'm going to do a little fun thing with coming up soon. We had to reschedule it, but we both were on, and we were answering some questions about psychics and being a psychic. And one of the questions was, do you absorb the energy from other people? Yes, of course you do. You do absorb some energy from other people. And it's important to either ground yourself and get rid of that, or to scrub it off at the end of the week. So you don't have to be a psychic to need to do this. You can be a shop owner, you can be a waitress, you can be a customer service rep that's on the phone. But you have to eliminate the energetic pickup that you get from other people. So if you have a bad day, do a hard facial, um, a full body scrub, whatever you need to do. Exfoliating body wash, you can make it really simple for yourself. But I do like to use a salt scrub, and one of the things we'll do in Charming Homes, I'll do a little feature where you can make your own soft salt scrub. You don't have to go out and do it. You can make a sugar scrub, whatever you need. So Sarah, Tarot Destiny, it is super important to get yourself planned. So you can do it energetically, you can do it by meditation and visualization, but it does feel so much better when you do it with your body too. So working out also can do that. So if none of you are following the Hutches yet, I will put a link on here for them. I'm going to open up another YouTube. Oh God, I have YouTube on like 5 tabs right now. So hi, Shelly. Shelly, I was just talking about you. There he is, Fitness Hutch. And I am just going to put a link. Copy. We're going to do a link here for them. And if you're not subscribed, get in there. It's super fun. And Mondays, he has a workout. I'm going to be doing that more diligently. Next Friday is my last day at my day job. So after that, I am going to have a very, very different schedule. So let's start here before we start getting into readings for you guys. Hi, Baroque Schlo and Samantha. Carolina, darling, I see you. And Amanda, thank you. Amanda referred an amazing new client to me. She had the most amazing energy. I just want to say that, Amanda. It was like it was like a warm hug doing a reading for her. It was amazing. She was super delicious. I loved every minute of it. So thank you so much for that referral. I really appreciate it. So let's do this. Let's take a look at Brittany. Now, if you guys follow Popcorn Planet or any of the, gossipy shows, TMZ, any of those, everybody's speculating, oh, this one cheated, that one cheated. And y'all know I want to keep my channel super, super positive. I do want to help people find a way out of their troubles. So that's what we're going to do here. So let's take a look at what's going to be the best course of action for Brittany and for Sam individually. So we're going to take a look at that first. And again, if you guys want readings, you can super chat, super sticker, put it in bold. I know Serendipity keeps an eye out for him because she's my lovey-dovey. But if you want readings for yourself, more than happy. If you want a longer private reading, there is a link in the description and also in the chats. So let's see what is the best course of action. Now, I did find out a thing or two. Brittany has engaged Laura Wasser, who is the disillusion queen in Los Angeles. She, I think, repped Angelina Jolie. She's done a lot of high profile things. So she is super, super interesting. Super intense. I think she has a podcast too. I think there's a podcast out there as well. So let's see. Let's see how Brittany should conduct herself right now. What should she do to make this an optimal experience? What should she do? 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 2 of Coins, 5 of Coins, and the Empress. All right, we all know what our Empress is about, right? And again, this is the for Pete's sake, I just said it. Tarot of the Divine. Oh, look at that. Brain's not engaged yet. Let me grab another sip of tea. So the Three of Wands, she needs to engage a better team. Now, that's not to impugn Laura Wasser and say that Laura Wasser is not an ideal person for this team. Yeah, she needs to have a very, very strong team with her. We're going to clarify that with some more cards. If you're just joining in, I see more people are jumping in. We're reading on Brittany and Sam and the breakup and what they can do to make this as easy as possible. So if she brings in a very strong team, if she's very selective and she lets the team do what they need to do, that is the most important thing here, is that she needs to let them do what they do best. So if you have a problem with your car, let the mechanic do it. Don't ask your baker to fix it. Really, that's what she needs to do. The communication, I'm not seeing a lot of communication here. There's no swords. We're not seeing that kind of thing. I personally, this is not me psychically speaking, she needs to dial back all of that internet communication. She just needs to do that. Six of Wands, if she follows this prescription, if she lets the professionals do what they do, she's going to be successful at this and she'll be able to start over again. Two of Coins is about starting all over again with almost a clean slate. You're bringing with you some of the things that you've done in the past, some of the scars, some of the trials and tribulations, but it's building a better future. I don't want to say build back better. The Five of Coins, she is going to lose out on this one. So she's going to have to pay to play. Unfortunately, that is the order of the day. When I split up with my ex-husband, I had, it was an amicable split up. We weren't like at each other's throats and hated each other. Every attorney that I talked to in Los Angeles immediately went to, oh no, you deserve way more than that. And I was like, yeah, no, we're not playing this game. I didn't want to turn a nice situation that was unfortunate. And we were splitting up. We were splitting up because I had some health issues, but and I had to come back east. But I didn't want them to turn it into something that it wasn't. And I didn't want to be seen as that gal who was trying to get money from somebody who I still respect and like very much. He was really a great guy. So this is kind of the same situation. I'm not getting the sense that there is super, super animosity on the table. I think that the animosity is being generated from some of the press. So we'll take a look at that too. We're going to look at the media as an entity as well in just a minute. If she follows this, she is going to reconnect with those kids. She's going to be able to birth and create a new future for herself. Is that future in the public eye? Is that future in the public eye? Five of Swords. I think she's really put off to the management and the people that she has been working with. I think the messaging that she has been putting out there of her own volition, to be sure, of her own volition, it's really hurting her and she really needs to dial that back. So that's Brittany. Let's take a look at Sam. And, that was one of the things that Sam had said in his statement. He said, asking for privacy is the point is moot because she's Britney Spears. But we ask that people be respectful. And I hope that I'm following that. Again, there are people that are terrible. Meghan Markle. You can still be a little bit respectful. You can still be respectful. I know there's a lot of channels out there, a lot of tarot channels that are, they hang people up and nail them to the cross. And they're like, oh, this is terrible people. And I'm probably guilty of that a little bit. But, a terrible person is very hard to read for a person who's terrible. Thank you, Amanda. Please like, share, and keep commenting. If you guys comment, that does boost the algorithms. It does, create more visibility for me. So I am confident that we're going to get a lot of people on this. And right now we have 28 thumbs up. So thank you guys. You're doing great on that. I think, oh no, I think that's the last one. This one, I think we have 21. So nonetheless. But all right. What can Sam do to make this as positive as experience as possible? Oh, he's got a number in his head. I just want you guys to know that. 9 of coins, 6 of cups. All right, so this one's a little bit tougher. 9 of coins, he needs to be protective of that life that they had together. It's the key to him having a good result at the end of this. So if he wants to, I hate to say benefit, I hate to say it, but there is a gal that worked at a gym that he either owned or I don't know if he owned it or if he worked there. And she had some things to say, and she actually did use her name. So I don't, she said that he was not faithful and he was kind of a player at the gym and, was kind of that guy. And she said she'd sent a statement over to, I think, Brittany's attorney. So, that Yorkshire Red is so good. So, if he wants to benefit, if that was the plan, if he was trying to get something for being a pretty boy, sorry, I'm just saying that, he needs to play nice. He really needs to play nice here and protect anything about her. He needs to honor that vow that he made, the commitment he made to her, and just be nice. He has a very negative view at the moment of some of the things in the relationship. And that is what I think he is toying with disclosing, whether it's publicly or in court. If it's in court, it's going to wind up out in the world. That's just the reality. This 5 of Cups, he has to, there's a little bit of greed here, he doesn't want to go live in a nice apartment or condo. He wants to continue to live the same way. And that the reality when you're in Los Angeles, it's very expensive to live a fabulous life. It's extremely expensive. It's not just buying that house. There's so much that goes into it. And the great unwashed, I hate to say that like a snob, but the great unwashed really think that, well, I'm going to buy the house and then all of the expenses are going to be taken care of. My parents live in a historic home. They own a historic home. And it's amazing. It is an amazing showplace that they've built over the last, or restored, I shouldn't say built. They restored it over the last 30 odd years. And my father always said, if I get a leaky faucet, it costs me $20,000 to fix it. So the reality is that you can wind up in quite a situation when you're getting divorced in Los Angeles or any, your New Haven, Connecticut, those kinds of places. If you're getting divorced, you need not only to look at the moment, but you need to look at the future. And sometimes people can't do that. He kind of has to look at the reality of the situation and the reality of how he can live. If he lives like a regular person, he can live nicely. If he chooses to do that, there is some kind of prenup that he is going to get something. The Page of Wands, he has to understand that being a do-nothing, being a person who has just a story to tell, we've all learned from Harry and Meghan that kind of legacy and that kind of work is not very becoming. It's not very high vibing. You're not bringing that vibe up. And it really is not, there's no job security in that because you can only tell the same story so many times. So if he wants to say that, she is a bit wacky, she's an artist. She's going to be a bit wacky. She was a child artist on top of it, so she's going to be really wacky no matter how you slice it. But he's got to understand that, disclosing that and discussing that with, again, the great unwashed, the regular people like you and me that aren't celebrities, that don't have people falling all over them and trying to, bring them their cup of tea. No one brought me my cup of tea. I made my own cup of tea. So he just really needs to understand that this information, and this spread right here is very much a warning. It's very much a warning to him. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't start telling tales, because then that's your job for the rest of your life, and the paycheck that's attached to that job is not really there. Hi, Facebook user. I can't see your name. Oh, and something else. If anybody is watching from one of the there's a Facebook page and there's a Facebook group, and for some reason one of them, the comments is not showing up on here. I don't know why. I streamed to both and they really should. So if you want to shuffle on over to YouTube, you can do that, and I'll be able to see your comments better, and I'll be able to see who you are, and you'll be able to super chat and super sticker a little bit easier. So hi, Aries. I see a lot of people are coming in. We got more people coming in for brunch. I'm going to stay on till noon, so we got some time. So let's take a look at the media. Is the media making up? Are they telling tales on Brittany and Sam? Are we getting some tales told here? Are they just making stuff up? Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Emperor in reverse, Queen of Swords, and the World. Yeah. So this is unfortunate. 10 of Swords. Oh, man. This is really unfortunate. Under the surface, Ace of Wands. This is about work. This is about creating a stir. We haven't had, a real, and to be sure, when Lindsay Lohan was going down that crazy thing, I was riveted. When Brittany went through it, I was paying attention. I wasn't riveted. I was like, wow, this is really terrible. I was kind of shocked. Lindsay Lohan, I feel like she, there was a lot of partying that was going on there. And I know she was a child actor too, but, feel like there were some adult decisions that were made there. Just my opinion. This is my channel. It's just my opinion. In fact, you know what? I need to change my banner. Let me change this banner a little bit. I'm going to change that banner. There we go. Because it didn't say my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm talking about my opinion only. So the media in regard to Britney Spears and Sam, it's almost like they're flushing her out. They're trying to kickstart something that happened a while ago. So which is really terrible. It's a very high school kind of mentality. Let's drop some truths. They're not really truths. Oh, hi, Marlena. How are you, darling? So they're trying to drop some truths about this relationship and about the breakup. Nine of Swords. They're trying to goad her into anxiety and an overwhelming sense of defense. They want her to come out and start to defend herself. God willing, she's going to listen to the people that she has in place. And hopefully has some people there. They want to spin this. They feel like there's too much control over the information right now. There's too much control. It's too calm. It's too calm for an LA divorce. It's especially too calm for Britney's divorce. So they're trying to kickstart that and create a ruckus. The idea is they want to make him look bad, and they want to make her look, they want her to talk. All right. So we've got the Emperor in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Emperor in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. For everyone that's just joining up, this is the Tarot of the Divine that we're working with today. I love this deck. It's based on fairy tales. I can give you a link to it if you would like. Whoop. A link in the comments because I just love this deck. Based on folklore, fairy tales, all kinds of good stuff. And this is this is my affiliate link. So I may earn commission if you do choose to do that. Boy, you guys are chatty today. I'm like, I'm missing all the comments here. So they want him to be vilified, Sam, and they want her to start talking because they want to see this whole situation blow up. They want to see it go absolutely bananas. So that's a shame. Under the surface, this is to sell more papers, more clicks, more, links, whatever. They're really trying to do it, and they're trying to create conflict. They are trying to illuminate the conflict that they think is there. Now, is there conflict there? Of course, there's probably conflict there, but why interfere with it some more? So that is a terrible shame. So let's send the both of them just some good vibes, some healing light to them. Let's just send that over, and hopefully they'll do okay. Like I said, when I was getting divorced in Los Angeles, that was one of the things. The minute you talk to the attorney, they go, "What do you want?" I actually had one attorney say to me, "I can get you support for your 2 Rottweilers," and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he was like, "We could get $500 each for them a month," and it was like 500 to 1,000. He gave me some outrageous number, and mind you, it was like 2,000. It was so stupid. All right, so anybody want to talk about anything else oh, you know what I did want to talk about? There is a heck. There you go, serendipity. Thank you. We'll put them in separate bubbles of pink, love, and light. Separate bubbles. So I wanted to take a look at the hurricane, or I'm sorry, tropical storm Hillary, which I think is hilarious that it's Hillary. Hi, Lady of the Lake. I got my Yorkshire Red going today. I love that. By the way, like I got up at like 4:00 this morning. I don't know why. I was wide awake at 4:00. So let's take a look at this. Actually, we're going to use the Crowley deck. Let's take a look and see how we're going to do. I saw Thomas Markle Jr. boarded up his dad's house. He did a short video. He's really funny. I know he's kind of mean, but he's like really funny. I do enjoy him. I think he's funny. The characters that he's doing, I'm actually a little inspired by him and may start doing characters on the channel too. So, you get Anna Milla. You also get Anna Milla. So, the jersey comes out every now and then. But I was talking to Greg. We have so many costumes in the house. I was thinking about doing some characters. So, hi, Sally. Oh, I love this. I love hanging out with all my girlfriends. We have a place here called Project Brunch, and I've never been to it, but I kind of feel like we're doing like a little Project Brunch right now. So let's see. How is our hurricane going to, or not hurricane, sorry, tropical storm. And it did downgrade, but I love the weathermen because they're like, or weather person. They're like, it's slowing down, but the center is doing this, so it's anywhere. It can go anywhere. Like, okay, so how is Mexico going to do? Let's see. We've got a 3 of Wands, a 8 of Discs, and the Prince of Cups. So it looks like they've got their ducks in a row. It looks like they're ready for what they need to do. I think everybody has taken care of boarding up. And for some reason, I'm like kind of focusing on Rosarita because of the Thomas Markle Jr. thing. But I think that everybody's got their ducks in a row and they're all set. You know, they have water. They're super, super ready to do what they need to do. So, hi, who's sending me some hearts? Hi, Anna. Who is that Facebook user? I can't see who you are. You know what? I'm just going to pull it up on Facebook too so I can actually see. See who's commenting on here. I'm going to have to mute it as well. But thanks for dealing with me, guys. So, oh wait, what storm's hitting the East Coast, TD? Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Tell me more. Tell me more. Down doobie doo. Okay, hang on. Won't. I can't mute this for some reason. Oh, yes, I can. And it took me to the beginning of it. There we go. All right. We're going good. Oh, hi, Bo. How are you, darling? Oh, but that's the Facebook user is Bo. She used to do my nails and I made her do this like crazy like I had pearls all over and she wouldn't let me put it on social media because it was too intricate. It was the last thing she did before she sold the shop. But oh, I miss you so much. I hope everything's great. Your kids are gorgeous and ginormous. I love it. So let's see how San Diego is going to do in this storm. Let's see how San Diego is doing. Looks like San Diego is going to get a little bit worked on this one. I think they're going to see some action there. But again, I think that, you know, the preparation was there. Oh, wait, I'm going to cough really hard. All right, I'm back. Not coughing so much. So, you know, the weird thing about psychics, just so that you know, sometimes when we're coughing, that's a not good sign. It's trying to shut us up. So San Diego, I think they're going to get a bit of the storm. I think I'm getting that like there's going to be power outages. And you know, like when you have a hurricane or a tropical storm, you're going to have that. So they're going to see some of that. But again, I think everything's in place. I think they're good to go. And then I think we're going to hear a lot about it. There's going to be some feedback on how the storm affected them. So I think that's going to be kind of interesting. I think we're going to have like an interesting like update after it happens. They're going to have some different ways that they prepared for the storm. So I think that's going to be neat. So now LA, land of our good friend Alicia. She's not in LA, but she is in that particular zone of Southern California. I'm going to text her in a little while and see how she's doing. Hey, Bo Park, darling. Bo is so beautiful and so funny. We used to have so much fun when she did my nails. All right. So how is Los Angeles going to fare? How is Los Angeles going to fare? Ooh, 7 of Discs. 3 of Cups. Now that's odd. That's weird. It's a little weird. So 7 of Cups, it looks like they're going to get hit a little bit harder. They're going to have some more effects. than anticipated, or that I should say than anticipated. They're going to have some more effects than normal people would desire. But this was the plan. They wanted to have some damage because they're going to do something as a result of the damage that they see. It's going to be neat. And this will be the start of something new in that area. This is our Princess of Discs. This is one of my favorite cards in any deck. She is Princess of Pentacles, coins. Yeah, this particular Crowley Thoth Tarot is discs, but she's pregnant and she is just a master of that wilderness. She is just a girl that makes things happen. I I identify with this card because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I still had my security dog business, and I was still picking up dogs and throwing them in bathtubs and still training them really hard right up until the 2-month mark before I had her. And I thought I was getting 2 months off, but she came 2 weeks later. So I only had 2 weeks of just kind of chilling out and putting my feet up. So fortunately, I did get my nails done on my toes. So I didn't go in the hospital with craggy feet. But so I think that that's going to be neat. So overall, you know what? We're going to do one other thing, and shame on me, these should be out on my desk at all times. Conspiracy from my super deluxe friend Alicia Wicker, and we're going to put the true crime one on the side because we don't need true crime just yet. You guys know I'm a little afraid to read true crime. So let's see what's up with this storm. What is up with this storm? It's a little bit odd. They haven't had a tropical storm of this impact since the 1930s. What's up with it? Is it something we should be paying attention to? Runaway. Alive. Neighborhood. Got a few more. Wooded area. Outer space. So I think that I don't want to harp on the weather, my friends. You know, I love harping on the weather. But I do think that there's something to this. And I think we're going to see some damage, and they're going to go, see, we told you it's a little bit dangerous and the environment needs to be paid attention to and nurtured. I think we're going to see more and more of these. Now, TD, you mentioned that there's a storm on the East Coast. Is there? I think it's gorgeous out today. Look at weather, New Jersey, where it looks like we're not going to have anything until Friday. What is Friday? Friday is my last day at my day job. It can rain all day. It just says rain shower. So it looks like the rest of our week. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be stupid hot. It's going to be 90 degrees here tomorrow. So I'm not looking forward to that. But I will be in air conditioning all day. So not sweating that. So at this point, anybody want any more celebrity or gossipy readings? Do we want to talk about shouty Joe Biden or the 27,000 indictments against 45? We can take a look at any of that. So you guys let me know in the comments. Oh, thank you, Marlena. Oh, West Coast. Okay, TD, you got me scared. So, like, one of the things about me is I love a good thunderstorm. Like, I would move to Florida in a heartbeat because you guys are the thunderstorm capital of the world. I would move there in a heartbeat. My husband doesn't want to go there because it's a little too hot for him. But, you know, like, if there's a thunderstorm, I just dig it. Fitness Hutch, everybody. I remember I put a link there for the Fitness Hutch. Go over, subscribe. Hutch, look at my arms. Look, this is from Kettlebells. This one too. My bingo wing is going away. So I'm doing good. My legs don't hurt today though. I just did I was on the treadmill just walking around. But if you want to get your head and your body right, go on over to Fitness Hutch. We have an amazing community over there. Super, super cool. Hey, Hutch, do you want to come on? I can have you come on, Hutch. You and Mel. We could do a reading for you guys. Abs tomorrow. Oh, I'm afraid of abs. Listen, I'm gonna put the link on. So this is cool, guys. I don't know if you know we can do. I think I did it once before. That link, you guys can come in. I'll only put one of you up at a time, but we can do live readings on here and have you on. You don't have to show your face. You can come up just as an emoji. But if anybody wants to come on and do a reading, you can. Hutch, if you want to come on and have a chit chat, I'm going to be on till 12. So I know you're going to be live a little bit later today. I think you're going to be on. So if anybody wants to click on that link and come on in. So Deborah, so one of the things that he did, and you can go back into Hutch's oh, that's so exciting. Yay!
I can't believe we're on live. I haven't had time to do my hair.
Hi. Oh, you're so funny. So how are you? Good afternoon. Or actually, is it good evening there yet?
Afternoon, 20 to 4.
It's 20 to 4. Okay, 20 to 4. Yeah, it's just 11 o'clock. I've been up since 5 a.m. drinking tons of tea.
You look amazing.
Look at this. My husband's getting scared. So let's do a reading for you guys. Do you want to do a reading online?
Yeah, why not?
Hell yeah. All right, Hutch, I'm going to do you first, and then we're going to do Mel, because Hutch had a panel. What was it, last week? Was it a few days ago? Thursday. So he did a panel, and I found out, and I'm very surprised that like he's not a real true believer like the rest of us in the chats. So, but we're Rick, Paul, and I are working on it. We're gonna get him tuned in. Oh my god, I'm so excited! You guys came on.
He looked at one of those targets and
got it spot on.
Wait, what? What happened? What target?
You know the link you sent us, and they give you a brief description, like it's a place, and you've got to say what it is.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, I got it. Bang on.
Okay, so guys, what he's talking about, and you all know that I do CRV and I love it. So what did you think? Like, there's something to this, right?
Well, I need to keep working at stuff and looking at stuff and researching. But in the past, I've been a complete non-believer. Even when me and Mel got together and she had all the the mind, body, and spirit stuff, and I've always been very into science. And then this last couple of months, like I'm going to tell a story, not right now, but I'm going to record it just for people who don't believe in fate and things happening for a reason, and and the spirits. I'm going to do a video specifically on that.
Okay.
This last couple of months, Anna, like I'm sat here going, all these things are connected. Everything is connected. It's so weird. So we did that website that you said. We haven't done the 4-day course. We just looked at some of it says it's a place and you have to visualize it in your mind.
Yeah.
And I got the Lake District. It wasn't the Lake District, but it was somewhere that looked very much like it, with a lake and mountains and trees. And I said it's exactly that. And when the picture come up, I was like, freaked me out.
Right?
So
one of the things that Lori teaches you in the process is you have to do a set aside process at the beginning of your session. And so, because when you start to do psychic work like that, you'll immediately get an impression of something that's going on. So you may see like a dog, or you may see the color red. So when you do the set aside process, she actually tells you, set aside anything. Oh, thank you, Fittest Touch, you sweetie pie. I love that. Thank you. So she tells you to set aside, the color red or a dog or whatever, and it helps you kind of put that out of your mind. And she also has you do a preview of distractors. So, like, if you think your dog's going to bark, or you think your kids are going to come in the room and distract you, she has you do that too. So you kind of like prep yourself the whole way. But it's super cool. Oh my god, you have to do the 3-day course. You're going to freak out. You're going to freak out.
It was really weird when I was doing it. And again, I don't know. I have to do a bit of research and stuff into it, but I kept getting the same color and shape. So, like Ayers Rock in Australia, the big red rock.
Yeah.
That kind of shape. But then I kept getting a red car as well. But, like a saloon car that's that kind of, imagine putting wheels on Ayers Rock. It would look a little bit like a car.
Okay, yeah.
I did all I could keep thinking of. I said, I can't do this anymore because I'm just thinking of this red shape that's like a car or and I stopped it after that, but we are definitely going to put some time aside, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's mind blowing. And then once you do the 3-day course, you can get her book, and I think it's Boundless. I think that's the name of the book, but like you can get it on Amazon. I think there's a digital copy that's cheaper than the physical copy, and that takes you through the whole. Not trying to like blow up her sales, but it takes you through like the whole first course. There's other stuff in the first course, like you get access to group study and all these other live events that she does, but it's pretty cool. You can get pretty far with the book. So all right, so let's see how Hutch's psychic journey is going to go and how this is going to affect the rest of his endeavors. Holy crow. Paul, this is wild. This is wild.
Is that like a full house?
Buckle up. You got a full house. Blackjack. So, all right, what we got here. We got the 7 of Cups. And also, that's the reason why I use this wand and I touch the cards. It's the same thing as her controlled remote viewing. I actually learned that trick from Lori Williams. When you do your ideograms, you can touch it with your pen and you get more information. And my good buddy Alicia Wicker had these on her website, and I was like, oh my god, it's a beautiful wand. I had one like this years ago. It went missing. And then when I got it, I said, I wonder if it would work if I like touch the cards, and it does. And now both of us do it. It's so wild. But so the 7 of Cups, what this is about different doors opening up, different things coming into your perspective. So when I do readings, sometimes I see a long hallway. It's a dark hallway. It's kind of like a Halloween house, like, spooky house. And some of the doors are closed. Some of them are locked. Some of them have a light on. Some of them are open. And, I'll go down that hallway and see what's an important thing. It's kind of like the bucket reading that I do to find out what's an important aspect for someone to be focusing on. So this says that you're about to walk into a hallway, and all of the doors are going to be open. You're going to be able to see a whole bunch of cool stuff. You're going to see a lot of different possibility and a lot of different layers and things that you can add to your business. Your business as being a trainer is about to launch. And, it starts at home. And, during the pandemic, a lot of people, were obviously working from home. A lot of people didn't like that and didn't want to stay there. This is something, your home is so warm, and it's like a pulsing heart that it can't help but create amazing things out of it. So, and like I really see that, like people always say like the kitchen is the heart of your home, but it's almost like your whole home is this like beating heart. It just is ready to just blow up and create some really cool stuff. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky because you have so many different avenues that you can go down. There's so many different aspects and things that you can add that you're not going to be, it's almost like you're going to be overwhelmed by the options. Like everything's going to be a good option. It's like you go to the buffet and everything looks delicious and you can't really figure out what to do. The idea is not to take a little bit and put a little bit on your plate. The idea is going to be to pick one or two, feature items like the filet mignon and also the salmon en poivre. So you'll have to just pick like one or two of the really juicy choices. These things are not fleeting. They're going to be there. It's almost like you'll be presented with a lot of different choices and opportunities to scale and blow up your training business, but you can put some of them in a jar and put them up on the wall and just put them away for a little bit. It's really going to, are you feeling like that? Do you feel like there's a lot of opportunity coming toward you guys?
Honestly, right, I'm sat here and I'm someone that said I'm a bit skeptical about things. Literally, we was talking about this morning. This is honest truth. This is why I'm just looking at Mel. Okay, one of the things that we're thinking about is not just, so we're talking about, and I don't always talking about earning and money and things, but that's a thing that everybody has to do. And I've always said that don't sell your time, sell your knowledge, because you can only charge a certain amount on an hourly rate, or you can have things like what we're talking about at the moment with the fitness hutch, where we can have merchandise branding. We've got the YouTube side, the online coaching, affiliate links through Amazon for the things we sell, and all these different branches of stuff that we're looking at. And I said some of it you can set up and just set aside and it can just run itself. And then the other stuff, it gives you more time. So essentially, if you've got 10 things that all earn you the equivalent of £10 an hour, you're earning £100 an hour. So literally, Anna, we were talking about it this morning.
I know. No, I think it's great. Now here's the rule book for you. Okay. So what feels right and what works, don't force anything. So if there's say you had this idea that you wanted to, I don't know, like open a chain of gyms. Like just say that was, something that you wanted to do. And you would find obstacles because that's not exactly where you need to be right now. The easiest paths, the ones that are kind of just falling into place, that's what's going to be the right way. So you're going to feel it. Like it's almost going to be too easy to put in play. And like there's going to be a lot of automation, and it's certainly through the YouTube channel and websites and all of that. It's going to be through that, and there's going to be some automation that you guys put into place. So if somebody says, hey, you can automate this, you can AI this or something, look into it. My jury is still out on AI. Like I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I mean, one of the things that I did when I had a meeting with Shelly, I had done some AI work. I had done some Chat GPT to see what are going to be ideal content pillars moving forward. And again, like I did the same thing. Like I have some stuff that's up on the shelf. I'm not gonna dig into it just yet. I'm gonna aim small, miss small. Quoting Mel Gibson in The Patriot. You're going to feel the easy paths to go forward. Now, slow and steady wins the race. This 8 of Wands is in reverse. Don't feel like you have to rush to the finish line. There's going to be plenty of opportunities. And like I said, these are not going to go away. They're not going to disappear right away. So you can kind of press pause on them. It's almost like in your your art of war journal that you'll have for the business, you can have like a wish list on the last page and say, we want to do this. And you can cross those things off as other things, are running and moving forward. You can kind of cross things off the list and say, okay, well, now let's look into getting a space where we can have a gym and I can have, a few guys and gals in there running it. And then I go in once a week and, come in and showboat around the room and go, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this. Like, my father always said the best way to earn money is when you're not actually doing it. And I think that's a great way to look at it, and through YouTube and, if you write a book or something like that, they're all assets. They're all commodities that you have, and they're going to be earning money. One of the things that I forgot about YouTube is that every single video that I have on here creates ad revenue. Like I had this mindset where I was like, I have to post a video every single day because I have to keep that wheel turning. And then somebody said to me, they were like, duh, if you're monetized, you're monetized. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of stupid about that. But that's the reality. The more you create, the more you put out there, it's all still going to be generating that ad revenue. So I think this is amazing. So let's take a look at Mel, even though Mel is, do you have any questions about that?
So just now, I just wanted to touch briefly. I mean, it's freaking me a little bit, if I'm honest, because this is the second time now. Rick did me a reading. We wasn't live. He just said in the chat, and he did me a reading. And I was like, he's bang on the nail with it. And like you've just done the same. But just touching on AI, I've actually used AI this week. One of my successful. I've got a friend who's very successful, and he said he says I'm AI in everything. And I used AI for the first time for the kettlebell workout. And it's at the moment it's my 5th highest performing video of all time, even though it's only been out a week.
So how did you use that? Like, what did you?
So all I did for the AI for that was I asked it for the tags for a kettlebell workout, and then just worked around the can you make me more? Can you make them more dynamic? Can you make them appealing to a certain demographic? And I did the same for the description. So I just said, can you give me a description for a kettlebell workout, a 30-minute kettlebell workout? And it come out with about 5 lines. I said, can you make it longer and more appealing to an audience on YouTube? It come out with this description. I was like, wow, I could never write that. And I put that in. And then that was it. And suddenly this video's, I won't say it's blown up, but it's done 450 views in a week. And that's unheard of for us.
That's great. Well, you're going to have more views now because everybody on here is going to go watch it.
Hopefully. And we'd be so grateful for anyone going over subscribing. Do you know what? If we get, I'm a bit obsessed with numbers. And when you get to like over the 1,000, it only changes every time you get 10. So it'll say 1,620. Well, we're on 1,629. So if I get one more, it'll say 1.63 rather than 1.62.
So you lapped me. I'm still, I was at 1,600 before everything, my mother-in-law started to get sick again in the spring. And from not posting, I lost a lot of subs. And now I'm trying to build them back. I mean, the day that I popped on Trevor's, I got like 50 people signed up like right away. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. He's powerful.
It's crazy, right? But I think I'm going to try your AI trick for the descriptions now because I didn't even think of using that. Like, why not? Like, if we can use it, I mean, I don't know. They're collecting my data. Like, okay,
Saves time, and then that time can be used for something else.
What's that?
It saves you time, and then that time can be used for something else.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at you, Mel. Do you have any questions, or you want me just to do an overall?
Just an overall.
All right, darling.
Thank you.
So 7 of coins in reverse, 6 of swords in reverse, the magician in reverse, strength in reverse, and 3 of wands in reverse. So these cards are all reversed. That's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing, because what this tells us is right now you have already done the assessment. 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles is about, taking a look at the harvest, taking a look at the things that you've done in the past and making judgments about whether or not you should have done something differently. You've already done that assessment. You don't have to go back over that. You don't have to go back in time and say, well, maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. Everything that you've already made your decisions on, pack it up in a bag, wrap it up in a box, tie a bow on it, and leave it there. Don't worry about it. Data from our past is valuable, metrics, if you will, like emotional metrics, whatever. It's good to look at, but sometimes we overanalyze it and we go back and we kind of run over the same ground. And your personality changes every 7 years. So I would have a very different view of my behavior when I was 22 now as a 52-year-old woman than I would have when I was a 32-year-old woman. When I was 32, I might be like, yeah, 22, like, yeah, go date that crazy guy. Yeah, sure, go on a plane with that guy. But, at 52, I'd be like, oh my God, like, what was I thinking? So like going back in time and kind of reanalyzing stuff. Don't worry about it. You've already done the analysis. You don't have to do that. You are exactly where you need to be. The 6 of Swords is an escape card. That's you're moving on, you're doing something else. The energy around the two of you is so present, and you're not in the past, you're not in the future. You have to be super, super present, because the present is this amazing golden opportunity and moment for you too. You're really in like this pinnacle placement energetically. It's really a cool spot to be in. As far as garnering any more, and this isn't to say don't educate yourself, like certainly do, but you don't need to dig into any extreme intense courses of study or anything like that. You can just kind of chill out with the information that you have. You're fine as is. Right now, you have all of the information you need. You have all of the blessings of the universe on you. And, patience, you don't have to be patient, because things are going to happen, albeit they're going to happen slowly, but they're in constant motion. So rather than being on, the bullet train in Japan, you guys are on a cross country American train that's just kind of chugging along. You're just kind of going at a good pace, not super slow. You're not going to get bored. You're going to see the landscape going by. You're going to appreciate it. It's going to keep you interested. It's not going to be boring. But just it's a steady moving forward. You're not a motorcycle. You're not a wheelbarrow going along the way. You're a neat car, like a neat car that's just kind of humming along through the neighborhood. This is interesting. Now, if you were thinking about bringing in another party, this last card here, if you were thinking about outsourcing or bringing somebody in to kind of give you a boost in terms of the rolling up your sleeve work and getting to work, don't do that. Opinions, yes, opinions are great. Everybody has one. Input is great, but don't involve anybody in the business. Like I said before, like if you guys were going to get a gym and put, a few guys and gals in there to run it, I wouldn't do that just yet. Right now, you two are the mommy and the daddy, and you need to birth this amazing baby that is going to come out of it. So sometimes we need a little bit of help. You can do that a little bit further down the road. For now, just keep it to you guys and keep it nice and chill. Like it's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I hate saying the stupid part, but you kind of have to, because otherwise it's keys. But I wouldn't employ anybody. AI is good because AI, you can shut it down. But if there's an actual human person that you're going to bring in, don't involve them. Just kind of put them up on a shelf too. You can deal with them later.
That. Thank you.
Any questions?
I think so. You got any questions?
That was your reading.
Yeah, well,
Who
you.
was you thinking of bringing in? I thought it was all right the way we were.
Well, no, not like that.
No, not like that. Yeah. No,
You got a business partner?
not recently, no.
Fucking hell.
That's all right.
Oh, sorry for swearing. I keep forgetting I'm not on my channel. Apologies.
Fuck.
Oh, Annabelle, thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are welcome. Thank you so much for coming on. I just adore you two. I think you're on to something really, and this is not psychically speaking. I think you're on to something really amazing. You know, for me, I'm going to be honest, you know, you inspired me to be much more positive on my channel. And I was talking about it earlier. I was saying, you know, a lot of the readers, there's a few in particular that will read for celebrities and they just throw them, you know, wholeheartedly under the bus. And they're just like, "Meh." And, you know, I will admit that I was doing that somewhat, because sometimes it's really difficult if you're reading for someone who's a terrible person. It's really hard to be positive, but I try very hard. You know, I really made an effort to lift up and always find the path out of it for even the celebrities that I'm reading for. So earlier on, we did readings for Britney Spears and her soon-to-be ex, Sam Asghari, or whatever his name is. You know, see how they can get out of that, because a Hollywood divorce is a mess. You know, that's always a mess. It's not going to be a fun time. So so I am grateful that I got to, you know, make friends with you guys, and that you've helped inspired me. You know, I love that we're friends now, and I want to come to England and come visit you.
Do it. Come over and come visit. And I think we feel the same.
And we're grateful for you, Anna, and know that we appreciate you.
I think you guys are great. Yeah. So I actually, I do need to plan a trip. My son's father's from Peterhead, Scotland, and he has never gone over. And I keep telling his dad, you know, you should take him. You should take him. And I'm still real close with my former brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and they're up in Peterhead, Scotland. So I said, well, you know, if you're not going to take him, maybe I should. So, you know, and then I could do like a whole fun thing. I could go on tour in Scotland.
That'd be amazing. You know, you're always welcome here, and you're always welcome on our channel. And you know, whenever we see you on, there's a massive time difference. And I've literally just come on today. I'm about to set up the live for tonight, and I've gone onto my channel. And I was like, oh my god, Annabelle's live! Get straight in there.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and make this like a regular thing, like a brunchy Sunday. Like I'll probably do it once. You know, Friday's my last day at my day job, so I will probably do it like twice a month, because my family loves to have brunch, and I usually make a big brunch for them. So I'll do it like twice a month maybe. And but this is really fun. Like we have a lot of the regular gals in here, and we're a good bunch here. You know, like everybody's very kind, everybody's very positive, and you know, I love the community that I'm building. I love the community you guys are building, and I think it's really great. So so what time are you on tonight? What time your time?
UK time, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. So
5
that
hours from now.
okay, so that's 4 o'clock my time. Okay, and is Trevor on? Trevor's on today too, right?
He's normally on at 7.
Okay.
I don't know what time
All
he's
right.
on tonight,
I will pop on, and I will be on your live. I'll try to get on Trevor's live too if I'm not still making brunch for everybody.
All right, well, thank you for having us on. We'll let you get back to your channel. You're amazing subscribers, but we haven't seen the chat. So to all your subscribers, anyone who's left any comments, thank you, and keep supporting Annabelle because she's amazing.
And support the Hutches. Get over there. Go support them. Go subscribe to them. You know, they've got good stuff going over there, guys. All right. So Hutches, I'll see you in a little while.
See you soon. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
That was such a treat. Oh my God, that was so much fun. So, all right, let me get back to you guys. Like I said, if anybody wants to come on, I will bring you on, and I'm going up. Wow, I missed a lot of comments here. Have I seen the movie War Room? Maui. Okay, everybody's asking about Maui. I'll do it. I'll go down that road. We're going to need a different deck, though. What deck? Not this one. I don't want to use that one. All right. We don't have many people on, so we're going to bust out Ellen Cannon Reed. One of the reasons I don't use this deck is because some of the people aren't super clad in clothing. So I got my own opinions about what's going on in Maui. So I just read an article that this color and Rock Company, they are in charge of the electric infrastructure there, and that there were some issues with the electric infrastructure. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom. So, oh, Penny, I talked about Brittany first. She was my first. So let's see. What do we have to say about the events in the glorious state of Hawaii? Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is the birth of a plan. And just let me put a little something over my gal there so she's not showing her whole empire. Oof. All right. This is the birth of something new. This is a regeneration. They are trying to create something new. And patience had run thin. And so rather than using the iron fist in a velvet glove, they went for the iron fist in a punch, like just iron fist with a chainmail glove. So they went for a much more dramatic approach. The moon, these things will be revealed. That which is concealed will be revealed. This is a very thinly veiled attempt. Well, I shouldn't say attempt. It happened. The powers that be, that King of Swords is our powers that be, the masters behind the plan, those that have executed this situation. We're going to look at why they did it in just a minute. And the Eight of Wands is refinement of the knowledge that they have in moving forward. It's in reverse. This was a wiping of the slate, if you ask me. They were wiping a slate. And we're going to Alicia's deck. You know what? I'm going to put a link on here for Alicia's deck too, because I love my girl Alicia. And divination tools. And there we go. You guys have a link to Alicia's deck. Affair. Oh, wait. I am in the right one. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm in the right one. Hidden keys. Don't like it when that guy shows up. So we have affair, spouse, partner. This is interesting. Look at all this relationship stuff, building a relationship with a partner that is probably not a terrific partner. Hutch, you're freaked out? I have access to your ALEXA. No, I'm kidding. I don't. I know it's my husband feels the same. I'm sorry. I just want to. Hutch is freaked out. Don't be freaked out. Don't be freaked out. Don't be scared. Anybody can do this. You can do it. You can listen to other people's conversations too. Don't be freaked out. It's all good stuff. Universe wants you to do great. You and Mel you're gonna blow things up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So you got a lot of blessings, and universe wants you to know that you have a lot of blessings. So don't be freaked out. Don't be scared. Don't confuse excitement with anxiety. I tell my kids that all the time. So this Hawaii thing, the affair, spouse, partner. So it seems to me from reading this that there's some kind of agreement and relationship between some parties, and that went sour. Someone decided to not honor the marriage or relationship or the vows that they had between them. Someone decided to do that. And that's how we wound up with this event. Hidden keys, it looks like there's going to be something associated with this bozo. None of us like him. And that things are underground. The key we have is here with this bozo. And things are underground. So again, family, evil, legal proceedings. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Legal proceedings being covered up. Oh, gee. I wonder who was just in a situation that was kind of dusted over by certain people in our government. It's not 45. 45 is right out in the front. They're talking about his business all day long on different news networks. So I have a feeling it has to do with Nimrod. If you guys don't remember who Nimrod is, he is the great white hunter. So I think part of this has to do with that. But again, we know that the Nimrod situation is a much deeper rabbit hole than we would like. So, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Yes, yes, I am right. So, let's scoot these up. Again, that's Alicia Wicker's Conspiracy and True Crime deck. Fetch one for yourself if you are so inclined. I put the link in there. I was just thinking, like, I lost one of my rocks, but it's on my girl here. So is there any way to fix this situation? Is there any way? Where do we find the light in this situation? Who is our knight in shining armor that's going to come in and save the day? Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on his way. I am totally showing my age by singing that. I know I am. How do we fix this? How do we fix this? Six of Swords. There's no turning back from that right now. This is a build back better situation. Seven of Cups. The Gaslight. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, yeesh. None of my favorite cards here. The Six of Swords, it's too far gone. We can't reverse course. This is not something that we can reverse. The Two of Pentacles upright, we are trying to rebuild this, and this is a cool Two of Pentacles card. If you look, the bodybuilder is taking money. All right, money is exchanging hands here. Too much money has gone from one place to another. We're all stuck in the situation. We can't move forward from it. These three cards, are not my favorite cards. 7 of Cups in reverse. Now, when I just read for Hutch, the 7 of Cups is a lot of choices, a lot of opportunity, a lot of good things when it's upright in some circumstances. When it's in reverse, it is a lot of chaos, a lot of things that have gone on, a lot of things that are happening. The 3 of Swords in the Ellen Cannon Reed deck is not the heartbreak, loss, misery that it is in the traditional deck. This is more of overcoming the loss and trouble and moving forward. It's more of a card of recovery. But when it's in reverse in this deck, it is really being kind of stuck in the situation. And my voice got very low and dramatic here. So we're really kind of stuck in this situation. The bad blood will out with our 7 of Swords here. The bad blood will out. We're going to see it. It's going to be right in our face. Princess of Cups. Love and care is something that will correct this. 10 of Cups. Oh my God. Thank God. Thank God. And the Magician. And the Magician. So there is a holy man, a magician that is on his way to out this. And I think I know who this is. I think some of you might know who this is. I think we've got strong contenders. 45. 45 is our guy who really tells us what's going on. You know, again, not a politician. I know some people don't like him. Not a politician. He is a businessman, and as much as some people say that he is not a truth teller, I do think that he has been telling a great deal of truth. So let's do this. Is the Magician 45? Wait, oh, hang on. I got to put my elbow down. I got to come out of screen, out of center just for a second. Is the Magician 45? Is the Magician 45? I'm getting a yes. Getting a yes. Now I'm going to say one thing. Is he going to be safe? Is he going to be safe enough to get his message out? Is he going to be safe to get his message out? We got a yes. We got a strong yes. Are we going to see him back in office? Are we going to see him back in office? Circling. It's very weak. It's very undecided just yet. Very undecided. We are going to keep looking at that. So, you know, one of the, I love celebrity gossip, but, and I don't know if this shows on my channel, but I am very, very interested in politics and government. Not that I want to be a part of it. I don't want to be one of those people, but I think it's very interesting to watch politics and watch how government works, because it really is like a reality show. So you know, when 45 was elected, I was very intrigued. I really, so Aries, I just did that, and it's very undecided right now. So I think, you know what, let's go deep, boys and girls. Let's go deep. Hang on, buckle up, buttercups. We're going to do something a little bananas right now. I'm bringing Crowley out for this. We got Crowley out for this. So y'all know when we read tarot, what we have to do is we have to look at the current energy and what is a potential outcome. What is the most potential outcome with the energy that's in place right now? And I just want to scoot my tarot, the divine, over here because I'm going to need the room. I'm going to need the room. So what is, sorry, everyone that's commenting here, I love them too. I'm sorry. So what is the most likely outcome right now for 45? Is the most likely outcome for him? Because I'm just going to say this, like, you know, any other politician that had a scandal like this, like they were out of the running. Boom, you're done. My man is not. He is still going. So let me just scoot the dress up a little bit more. Most likely outcome right now. All right. Oh, Queen of Wands. Yeah. Oh, Amanda, I think Alicia has one in her deck. That is a powerful spread. This is a powerful spread. Dare I say huge? Is it a huge spread? It's huge. These are huge cards. They're the greatest cards ever. So, Queen of Wands. What do queens do? Oh, you got 6 of Wands upright. Success. Thank you, TD. I'm going to pull that up, TD. Pull that up right here. 6 of Wands. So, our Queen of Wands, what does she do? The Queen of Wands is really working on that energy. They're under the impression that indictment is going to sidetrack him. It's not. Do you want to know why? Because look at everybody else that he has working with him. Not Kaylee. Who was the other blonde? The first you guys remember what her name was? I don't know why I'm flaking. She just split up with her husband. The other blonde, I can't remember. I love her though. I think she's going to be back on board. I think she's back on board doing something. Kelly Conrad, was that her name? Was it really? Wait, I gotta look. Am I gonna look that up? I'm gonna look that up. Hang on one second. I have so many tabs. Kelly Conway. That was it. Yes, that's her. Kellyanne Conway. Yeah, I dig her. No. Yeah, you were close enough, Serendipity, to get me where I needed to go. So, I strongly feel that this is her. She was successful the last time. I think they're going to bring her in. And Serendipity, like, you're old. Forgive me. I couldn't even think of it. So, honey, you're doing better than I am. Thank you always. So I think they're going to bring her back in on this. The Princess of Cups. This, I don't think that we're going to see his daughter as much. Daughter number 1. I don't think we're going to see her as much as we did before. I think she's going to be much less visible. Prince of Wands, I think, is the namesake son. I think this is the namesake son. I think all of these people are going to be running. They're going to be the openers, the opening acts, which I think is going to be very cool because the messaging is very cohesive. And rather than just 45 campaigning, we are going to have all of these other hotshot big entities that are going to be campaigning. I think this is going to be wild. I think this is going to be wild. So what will he be doing? Is he going to be focused on the court cases? I'm getting the sense that he's going to be zipping all over the place, and they're going to try and ground him. I'm saying that now. Somebody remember this for me. He is going to be doing like he'll be doing a rally, and then he's going to be flying back to do something in the courtroom, and they're going to try and prevent him from doing that. They're going to try and make it very difficult for him to do that. So like literally he's going to be walking off a plane, doing a rally, and walking right back onto the helicopter or plane or whatever and getting out, and going to another place for the I know the INDICTE. Well, you know what I'm talking about. All of them are in different places. They're going to try and have more of those. It's almost like they're going to have these indictments happening all over the country. They're going to try and get people to do that all over the country so that he has to be in this state and that state. And he's such a smart cookie. What's going to happen? Oh God, I hope that this reading doesn't wreck my channel. He's such a smart cookie that he's going to be setting up the rallies in those states, and they're going to be huge. They're going to be huge. So, in fact, I think he's going to, and I don't even know if I should say this. I think he's actually going to cross the streams on that. He's going to like make the appearances that he has to make into rallies. Oh, chef's kiss. Wow. Super fun. Super fun. All right. So we got some players here. So let's see. How is he going to do in that, the courtroom arena? How is he going to be doing with that? How's he going to be doing? Nine of Wands. Oh my. Oh my. Whoo! We should have done this as a pay-per-view event. I'm a little worried. I'm gonna get in trouble. 9 of Wands here. Well protected. The wagons have been circled. Whatever protection he needs is in place right now. And the imbalance of power, and this is such a great, this is the art card. That is the temperance card. It is temperance, right? Hang on one second. Let me just make sure I'm not speaking out of turn here. Temperance card. Yes, 14. I'm right. All right. So this is the temperance card, but in the Crowley deck, it is the art card. And if you look, it is fire and water being combined. Okay. We're working with our elements. And also our artiste has two faces. So this is really an intense balance of power and a culmination of energies. It's in reverse. He is going to disrupt that work that they have done. They, capital T and in quotations. Here's our Tower card, which is disruption. It's going to get blown up. This is absolutely this. He's defended. He's behind that steel wall. He is being protected. He's got the right people in place. As much as media wants us to think that he is a rogue and he's out there on his own, he's not. There's so much support behind him. So this tower moment is going to be the disruption of what they are trying to do. Over here, we have the 6 of discs, which is generosity and order in this deck. It is generosity and order. It's in reverse here. So it's also the success card in this deck. Success. I do think he is going to have to contend with some negative PR. He's going to come off poorly. But again, that's going to be in the media. The media is going to put forth whatever they're going. Sorry, guys, I'm stuck in a hole. The media is going to put forth whatever they're going to put forth about him to make sure that he looks as poorly as possible for those that are undecided at this point, or for those that really like inflation and a lack of world peace. So did I say that out loud? I said the quiet part out loud. So that's what I think we've got with that. I don't know if I want to go any further on that. I think I'm going to leave it alone. So let's look back in the comments. I didn't even do any readings for you guys. So let's go back. Let's go way back. Amanda, did you want me to read something for you, honey? I did see you super stickered me. So if you want me to read something specific, I will. I got to scroll back and catch up on you guys. All right. I'm going to read as fast as I can. We talked about Brittany. Oh, and Sari, I'm going to pin this. Oop, I can't pin it from here. I got to pin it over here. Amanda, this was better than reading for you guys? Yeah, okay. Super cool. So, oh, thank you, Amanda. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, all right. So, oh, serendipity. Is he a Gemini? Trump is it? Can't say it more than once. It's like Beetlejuice. All of a sudden they show up. I did not know that 45 is a Gemini. I thought he was something else. I did. So, you know what, Prima? Let's look at that. How are you, my darling? Let's see where that support's going to come from. I'm going to switch it over to the Star Tarot. Still a Thoth Tarot deck. Where is the support going to come? Where's that support going to come from? Oh, that's right. I did know that Flag Day was his birthday. Truth swims like oil. I love that, Sari. Where's his support going to come from? On high. High Priestess. High Priestess. And the Moon. Undisclosed resources. Strength. They're already there. They're already showing their numbers. The Fool. These are people that are fed up and acting irrationally, that are not happy. So when I say acting irrationally, it's, one of the things, someone not very far in the past said that I was emotional. It was an insult because it was, oh, she's an emotional woman. It was very insulting. When I ask for something several times, and it wasn't Gregopedia, he would never say that. So when I ask for something several times and you fail to deliver, you discount that, and I tell you this is something that's critical, we need to have this. By the time I ask you the fifth time, I'm going to be a bit more direct and a bit more heated about it. And if that is declared as emotional, that's insulting, in my opinion. So this is an emotional quality here. These are people that are going to be very emotional, and there's a quality of fed up about it. So are there individuals in government that are willing to help him? Yes. They are the ones that are protecting him, trying to take certain elements out of power, finding that money chain and ending it. This is, I hate to be histrionic. I don't know if I say that correctly, but this really is a battle of good against evil. And that's not to say that any of the lifestyles that certain political proclivities are promoting are evil or not. But this is really about the and what's coming to mind intuitively is a dog on a leash. Okay. So, trying to put a good dog on a leash, bringing a good dog back to a coercive and difficult training process when it's not necessary will not yield good results. It is not going to yield a dog that behaves well because it's working in concert with its handler. It's going to yield a dog that will respond out of fear. And a fear-based responding dog is not a good dog. That is a dog that when the opportunity seizes him, if the planets align, that dog is going to bite you. So that's really what is going on here as far as the level of controls that we're seeing. So I think this is this Sunday brunch got heavy. I thought it was going to be fun, like starting out our week really fun. So but I again, like I kind of let things go in the direction that they need to go. So yee. So let's do this. Let's we got about 15 minutes left. Anybody has any questions? Oh, hi, Neva cares. I like your name, Neva cares. I was just about to wrap it up. So Neva, what's your question, love? Pop it up there. Pop it up in the comments. Make a donation if you're so inclined. Oh, Prima, you're July 10th. You're right around the same time me. I'm July 12th, Prima. All right, Neva, get a question. Get a question. The whole wide world says yes to me. I'm Kim, and do you see Chris and I meeting together again? Okay, let's see, darling. Past, present, future. So this is a really clear message. So let me put your question up there. Sorry about that, Kim. So in the past, you guys got on like a house on fire. Okay, so a lot of strong energy there. This was super sweet and super hot stuff. Okay, but now you are older and wiser. Okay, this is past, present. Now you are on your own and you are older and wiser and you know exactly where you want to be. The future. Does this relationship serve your heart more than it served, and I'm gonna get gnarly here, more than it served your loins in the past? Okay. So this really is a very sexual based relationship, super sexy. And in the future, you have to decide if this is someone who's going to serve your emotions as well as your physical body. On this channel, I always talk about the terrestrial self and the energetic self. And the energetic self is our soul self, and the terrestrial self is our physical body. And sometimes we need to get down and dirty and we got to have a good time with someone special, but sometimes we got to get that soul in place and we got to find that person that we can connect with on a soul level. So I don't see that particular entity being someone who is going to meet that bill. Now, if you want to go and you want to have a fun weekend up in the mountains or out at the beach or something like that, you can go bananas. But I don't know if it's going to soothe your soul as needed. So I hope that helped. And I hope to see you back here. We have a lot of fun. I'm going to do Sunday brunch probably twice a month. I have other lives on YouTube and Facebook. I always stream to YouTube and Facebook. So I hope to see you back, Kim. Let me know what happens with that particular gentleman. So TD, I got you. General reading for the next week. Let's see. We're sticking with our Tarot of the Divine. I love this little deck. Any of my readers, like I put a link in the comments. This is such a cute little deck, and the book is really great because it's based on folklore and mythology, and they're from all over the world. When I got this, I was looking for an inclusive deck. I wanted to have some other lifestyles and cultures represented, and I still haven't found that deck in particular. But this one was a bit of a reach. It kind of met the bill for a little bit. So let's take a look. Anybody that's just jumping in, please like, share, subscribe. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having fun. Hope your Sunday is terrific. All right, TD with the pineal gland on fire. Two of Wands came up for you too. Three of Coins. Ace of Wands in reverse. So this is, looks like this is an easy week for you. So you have had your foot on the gas trying to get your skills up to where you want them to be. Now, I think that in the last couple of weeks, you have really, really impressed yourself with how far you went so fast. This week, it's almost like kind of get used to that. So if your psychic abilities and everything that you've been working on are a brand new pair of shoes and you just got handed a pair of shoes, this is the week where you break them in and you take a break from them. So you're not going to be walking around in them all day long. You're going to be letting your skills kind of match you. You're going to kind of just get used to them. So don't try and level up this week. This week is about getting, so again, like, I know I do these analogies all the time, but it really does make it easy for me to explain what's coming through intuitively. So you're in the plane, you just took off. You're on your way to an island. You're on your way to Psychic Island. Right now, you just got up to cruising altitude, and you just kind of have to hang out up there and let the steward or the stewardess bring you a drink. You can put a movie on, and you're just going to be at cruising altitude for a little bit. If you want, you can put the eye mask on and take a little nap. You're just at cruising altitude. All of the pieces of the puzzle are put together right now. So flex those and work on those. Don't try and level up just yet, because what's going to happen is you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to kind of lose the traction that you have. So, don't involve any other kinds of divination or psychic ability. I don't want you to start pulling any of that stuff in. I want you just to be comfortable where you are. The next level will be coming. You need to replenish your energy this week. You need to be absorbing some energy and just, it's almost like meditate on what you've been able to accomplish so far. So I want to give you a vibration card too. This is from the Hay House Card Club. I don't have an affiliate membership with them or relationship with them because they weren't taking any more affiliates when I looked it up. You are a light in the world. All right. So that is how I want you to look at yourself. For this week, you're not the candle in the wind, but you are the light. And I want you to absorb more light, bring more light to yourself and replenish. So that's really the gist of this. So next week, this Ace of Swords going into next week. Next week, you'll be moving on to something else, but it'll be a small skill set that you add into your repertoire. So it looks like even into next week, you're still going to be kind of cruising along nice and easy. Okay. So just sit down. Ooh, everybody's asking questions now. I got a whole bunch of questions coming up. All right. Chill out, everybody. Chill out. Because I got to log off shortly, but I'm going to get to everybody that already made a donation. So TD, absolutely text me if you have any questions. And here's my Penny Love. Penny Love. Let's see what's going on for this week. Woo, we got to jump out. Jump out. 3 of Swords. Getting over it. Getting over the pain. Getting over it. What's bugging you, girl? What is bugging you? So I'm going to say something really funny right now. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. It's like from a horror movie, right? So whatever this disappointment is, let it go. Let it go. You know why? Because when we lose things, we gain things. So Dr. Joe Dispenza always talks about this. When you lose something, you free up energy for other stuff to come in. That is what's going on. So whatever this loss is, this unpartnering, this coming apart, don't let this stop you. Don't let it prevent you from moving forward. It's not a time to sleep, okay? So if there is some loss here, if you've lost traction, know that good things will come of this. You will develop better relationships. Things will come to you as a result of the void of that situation. But don't fall in, don't fall in your bed and cry your crybaby soup. Make sure that you keep moving toward whatever it is. There are disappointments that are italicized and in bold print in our lives. This is a disappointment. It's maybe not bold print, but it might be underlined. The lesson here is to recover quickly and recognize the disappointment was not you, but the other half of the equation. All right, so you're getting a vibe card too. Everybody's getting a vibe card. I love these vibration cards. Truth is your teacher. So sometimes we will try, and I can't even put it another way, bullshit ourselves. Sometimes we'll be like, well, maybe there was something I could have done differently. I've done it a million times. Maybe I should. I did it to myself last week. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have quit my job. Like, what am I crazy? Like, who does that? The worst economy in 40 years. This is where I'm going. I've made the commitment to it. I'm not going to feel bad about it. The truth of your situation is right in your face. So lean into that. Know that you're doing the right thing, that this course of action is happening for a reason of developing you, and that there are other better things on the other side of the situation. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope it does. But let's go on. I got Miss Deborah here. What does your coming week look like? So this is cool. All right. So again, you're getting a week to like sit in it. I know that sounds weird. The transformation that you should be going through, you're very resistant to it. It's almost like there's a membrane in front of you and you've got to pop through that. And it's like, again, like in a horror movie, it's like you're kind of pushing on the membrane and you're not quite getting through it. I want you to like poke your finger through it. When we have changes in our lives, sometimes those membranes are very tough. And what we'll see in them are reflections of the things that we're not, reflections of the things that we haven't achieved, reflections of goals or things that we wanted and we just didn't quite get there. On the other side of the membrane is a different opportunity, a different way of being. So should you throw out the baby with the bathwater a little bit, like maybe not the whole baby. Oh, that sounded terrible, but maybe you need to empty that cup and you need to go, let me start from finish. So I said this morning, I got up at some god awful hour. I don't know why I woke up at 4:30, but I was wide awake at 4:30. I was reading Harry Potter because I was like, I'll just read something familiar and put myself back to sleep, and it didn't work. So I got up, I did full body scrub, I did a facial, I wore some eye masks for a little while under my baggy eyes, and then I took a crazy shower. I scrubbed my feet. I did all the things I needed to do, and got up and I did heavy duty moisturizer, and then I put sparkles all over me because I love sparkles. I just want to be sparkly. I don't think you guys can see that I'm sparkly, but I am sparkly here, like a Cullen in Twilight. I'm sparkly. So you would be served very well by doing that. So ritual bathing is something that a lot of cultures will do. And the purpose of that is to renew and replenish the self, if not the soul, the physical body. So my prescription for you, Debbie, is to get in that shower, scrub down, get down to the absolute hi, child arriving. So get down to the absolute clean slate of it all. And I'm also going to tell you to get a glass of water. This is going to be a weird thing that I'm going to tell you to do. Glass of water, pinch of salt. Okay. Pinch of salt in it. I want you to just leave it out for a little while, let it absorb the energy in your house, like 10 minutes, not, 5 days or anything like that. And then I want you to drink some of it, and I want you to pour some of it into the sink. Okay. Empty the rest of it out into the sink. And essentially what you're going to do is you're going to put all of that energy into the water. All of this, any negativity that you have, any negative energy that you have is going to be absorbed by that salt in the water. The ones that the water that you drink, you're going to flush all the negativity out in a natural fashion. But the cup, the glass is going to absorb the energy in your house, and you're going to pour that down the sink, and you're going to say, bye-bye to that. And you're going to start tomorrow with a clean slate. Everybody says, like at the beginning of the school year, like when you're a kid and you get all those new notebooks and your locker's clean, you start out every year with a clean slate. You can start out every Monday with a clean slate. And that's why I like to do my replenish on Sunday, just replenish everything. Okay. So Aries is laughing at my whole baby thing. So, and anybody can do this. Again, like when we start doing more production videos on charming homes, there's going to be, beauty stuff that we talk about. There's going to be, we're going to do recipes. I'm not going to cook, but, we'll do some recipes and we'll talk about, how you can infuse some Ayurveda into your life, Indian medical dieting. We're going to do some of that. So, everybody's talking about retrogrades. Aries Rainbow Child says she's just chilling out. I think, we can work with the planets too, but we still have to work within the week, because you can't wait for retrograde to be over to kind of throw out all the negative energy. You gotta have to kind of work toward it. So this, I think, is going to be a great thing. Once you do that, once you clean the slate, I didn't even get past the first card yet. Once you clean that slate, then you can go and look really with a discerning eye at the things that were holding you back, or the things that were making you not feel optimal. For some of us, that's a perfect example. Harry and Meghan videos. I have to take a break from them periodically. I have to take a break from reading on them often, because they're both in such a chaotic state, mentally, emotionally, professionally. They're in such a chaotic state that it sticks with you. So sometimes you can't watch the news. Sometimes you shouldn't binge watch the Kardashians. And my daughter and I, we've been binge watching the Rick Mile and Aid Edmondson series Bottom. My daughter, I turned her on to the young ones, and she went down that rabbit hole and started watching Bottom. Bottom's hilarious. It's zany, crazy humor. And it actually, we've been binge watching it. So it's kind of elevated the goofy, humor that's in our house, which is pretty cool. But if you're going to binge watch spooky movies, things like that, it's going to elevate that kind of vibe. So, those high tension Halloween and, Friday the 13th movies, you're going to be a little paranoid because everyone's like running after you with a machete. So, you're going to reassess the energetic feed that you do into your life. So, be careful of that. And then you have to make a decision whether you are going to depart from that, or if you're going to sit in it with this Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a self-sabotaging situation. So you really have to make that commitment to kind of walking away from the negative thoughts and the negative patterns that we have. So I would do that. Do the energetic clean. And sometimes you have to do more than once. Just going to say, sometimes you got to do it more than once. And then once you do that energetic clean a few times and you make this decision, then you're going to be done with it. And we get this 10 of Wands, which brings us into a whole new realm of being able to move forward with more productivity and more positivity. So that was a long read for you, Debbie darling. So let me do this. I know we've got another one in the comments. Let me get down here. And So, Prima, there's Prima on Etsy. There's a gal that does your natal chart. Oh, God, it's so inexpensive. I think it was like $5, and she did my natal chart. I had one done years ago, and I can't find it. I have my kids done. That was like the first thing I had done when they were born. Still getting stitched up and ordering their birth charts. But on Etsy, they're really inexpensive now. You can do that. So you could absolutely do that. So Helena, I think you are my last one, Helena. Yeah, Helena's going to be my last one. So if you commented, if you asked for other readings. Oh, no, good. Okay. Wait. Helena, there you are. Will me and Connor get back together and we hear from him today? Okay, so let's see. Let's dig into where Connor's at right now. Because we can control ourselves. He's drifting right now. He's just kind of drifting. It's almost like his Sunday is in front of the TV, like watching football and snacking on like jalapeno poppers. I don't know. I'm in the mood for jalapeno poppers. I think I'm going to go get one. So let's see where he's at. We're going to do a past, present, future for him. Connor. Past, present, future. All right. So right now, and we're talking about the energy that Connor has right this minute. And thank you for your donation. I'm sorry I didn't say thank you. And I don't think I said thank you to Deborah or the last one that I did. So I am so sorry. So Penny, thank you. TD, thank you. Amanda, thank you. Fittest Touch, thank you. So in the past, he was stuck. It was almost like he did not want to make a move. Didn't want any agency over the decision making of the situation. Just was kind of again drifting. No hard decisions today. No hard decisions that he needs to make. In the past, just was kind of like, oh, I'll just let this happen, whatever. Not really digging in deep. The 6 of Coins is his current positioning. And today he does not feel like doing anything. It's not just you. It's not just talking to you. He just really doesn't want to talk to anyone. If it were years ago and he had like a physical phone, the physical phone would be off the hook and it would just be sitting there. He just doesn't want to deal with anybody today. Doesn't want to walk his dog, doesn't even want to go out of the house. He's going to order DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever. He's not interested in interacting with anyone other than on a very transactional basis and, having them leave the food by the door. That's really it. Current disposition in the future, he is not looking to get into a relationship again. Not at the moment. So I'm sorry. I know, you're interested in getting a contact today. I don't think you're going to hear from him today. I think even if you reach out to him, I don't think that you're going to get a response back. I think he really just wants to kind of chill out and, again, watch football. He just wants to sit there and, kind of veg. He's in a veg state today. What would change this for the future? So, reminiscing about the past, ruminating on the things that were good. Problem that we run into is that his vision of the past is very skewed by the recent past. Like it's almost like he can't go back a year or 2 or 5. He'd get stuck on what happened 5 months ago. That's where his memory goes back to, and he just kind of stops there. So he has a lot of trouble reaching really far back into the past to like the really good stuff. That's just where his head is at right now. The love that you give was very good, but he's very stubborn. I don't know if he's a Taurus or if he's another earth sign, but he's stuck in the mud on one issue. There was one thing that didn't work for him, and he's stuck in the mud on it. So I would give him some time. Is there anything? Let me pull these together. And again, guys, it's going to be my last reading of the night or day, whatever time it is where you are. What should you do? What should you do? And this isn't what should you do to win him back. This is what should you do that's going to be the best thing for you. So the best thing that you can do for you is look at the good things in your life. Look at the good and productive things that you can do today. So if you are an artist, if you paint, if you draw, if you sculpt, if you do, if you bake, if you like to bake bread or make cookies or something like that, you should be doing that. You should be doing the things that serve you well, the things that make you feel terrific, the things that um, yield good for you. So no baking cookies for anybody else, no baking bread for anyone else. You're going to do that for yourself. You're going to take care of yourself first. That will help you because you're going to put the love on yourself. So by doing those things, by I don't know, it could even be like doing your laundry, like, you know, getting all your laundry done. Like that feels great to me sometimes. With a family of four, it's a little hard to get there, but you know, truth that this you need to heal your heart by loving yourself. So whatever this creative thing that you do, get it together and do it. So if it's baking, you should have flour and sugar and whatever else on the counter at the end of this live stream. So you know, when our heart breaks, this is the important thing. When our heart breaks, it's not our fault. So I don't want you to feel like you did something wrong and now your heart is broken. And because that puts the onus on the other party to come in and heal our heart. And you know, sometimes there are things that you know, befall relationships, and our hearts break, and we have to pick up our pieces. It's not always, you know, we break up and make up. Sometimes we have to put our pieces together, and that is what's going to bring you into the future and bring more into your life, bring more joy into your life. So, is this a recipe for a manic kind of period? Absolutely. You know, manic periods for us sometimes are really good because we can get a lot of things done, and sometimes we can find out that we are more creative and more powerful all on our own, and that we can do some neat things. Now, part of the Charming Homes thing is manifestation and in practice. So the act of creation is going to pave the way for a happier place for you. So I would let Connor do his own thing, you know, don't interact with him. You know, sometimes when we change our energy, it brings other people or old people back into our life. You know, when it brings old people back in our lives, we have to be a little bit careful that we're not welcoming negative people back into our lives that are going to be disruptive or maybe not going to be the best for us at that time. So I hope that helps. Helena, I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm not sure how you like to say your name, but so this was a really intense brunch. I thought it was just going to be like like we just have some fun. We had the Hutches here. That was great. I love the Hutches. They can come on my channel anytime. But for all of you that donated, all of you that sat through this and hung out, thank you so much. This is really the best part of my day, and it's going to be my everyday pretty soon. You know, I will be working on the writing project too, but I'm going to be present for you guys every day here. I'm pretty sure I'll be present every day. So I hope that everybody has a great rest of their day. If any of you would like a private reading, you can book it in the link, either in the comments. Wait, comments are this way, I think. Comments are this way. You can use the link in the comments. You can schedule a reading. Come September, I believe I'm going to have a number of different sale options for readings, which is going to be kind of cool. And we will have, the schedule will be a bit more open. It's not just going to be evenings and weekends anymore. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm so grateful for this fun little community that we have. And I just cannot say how cool of an adventure this is about to be. So thanks everybody. Again, have a great weekend or what's left of it. And I will probably see you. I have a lot of stuff going on this week, so probably won't see you until maybe next Friday. But things will be kind of cool. Things will be cool on Friday. I'm so excited. All right. Thanks everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.